USMLE-style question about CNS invasion by rabies. Question. A 55-year-old man presents to the emergency department with confusion, agitation, hydrophobia, and difficulty swallowing. He reports that he was bitten by a stray dog 3 weeks ago while traveling abroad. He did not seek medical attention at the time and did not receive rabies post-exposure prophylaxis. On examination, the patient is febrile and has muscle spasms, particularly around the throat. His speech is slurred and he appears disoriented. A neurologic exam reveals hyperreflexia and signs of autonomic dysfunction, including tachycardia and sweating. Which of the following best describes the mechanism by which the rabies virus invades the central nervous system, CNS? A. Hematogenous spread via infected monocytes. B. Direct axonal transport along motor neurons. C. Direct viral infection of endothelial cells. D. Retrograde axonal transport via peripheral nerves. E. Spread through the bloodstream to the brainstem. Answer: D. Retrograde axonal transport via peripheral nerves. Explanation: the rabies virus typically enters the body through a bite or scratch, often from an infected animal, such as a dog. The virus binds to acetylcholine receptors on muscle cells and neurons at the site of entry and is then transported retrogradely, backward, along the axons of peripheral nerves to the spinal cord and ultimately to the brainstem, which is the primary site of CNS infection. Once in the CNS, the virus can cause encephalitis, presenting with symptoms like confusion, agitation, hydrophobia, and autonomic dysfunction. A. Hematogenous spread via infected monocytes. This is not the primary route of rabies virus invasion into the CNS. The virus spreads primarily through nerve tissue. Direct axonal transport along motor neurons. The virus uses retrograde axonal transport, not anterograde transport along motor neurons. C. Direct viral infection of endothelial cells. Rabies does not directly infect endothelial cells. It infects nerve cells and spreads along axons. E. Spread through the bloodstream to the brainstem. While the virus can initially enter the body through the bloodstream, it does not spread via the bloodstream to the brainstem. The CNS invasion occurs via retrograde axonal transport. Rabies primarily enters the CNS through retrograde axonal transport via peripheral nerves, and this is the key mechanism behind its progression from the site of exposure to the brain.